How you doing, guys? I am Sydney Romello, and you are about to see the pictures and videos I took of my time while I was in the eastern part of the U.S. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you at the end of the video. Have fun! This here was a mama bear and her cub we saw at the reunion, and they kept appearing over the course of two and a half days. And my great uncle actually had to end up firing some shots into the air because they came too close to the pavilion where all the people were. This was one side of the dam where the lake at the cabin was, and the panoramic has it a little distorted, but it looks so beautiful from up there. This was the other side of the dam, and it had trees around it with a lake and a river. Quite pretty. A couple days after the reunion, my family and my cousins went to Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, and we explored the grounds, the fields, and Mulberry Lane, and his house. It was all quite interesting. The following few pictures are of his fields, his tomb, and a few busts of himself. We were able to see quite a few sunsets while we were in Virginia. This is a picture of me and my cousins taken right before they left to go back to their home in California. We were sitting from oldest to youngest. One time when we were shopping at Walmart, Justin noticed that there was a big Chester cheetah walking around the store and went and got a picture with him. One night when we arrived at my grandparents' house, we noticed the electric was off. We were sort of surprised because this does not happen usually in the US, but it had already happened once before. Very unusual. Here we have packed up all our things in trash bags because it looked like it was going to rain on our trip to Ohio. Along the way, I got some pictures of the scenery and things like that. A backseat selfie. We drove through West Virginia on the way and stopped at a rest stop. A little while sooner, we entered Pennsylvania. We then drove through Steubenville to visit some of our friends that were there in... This is about the route we took from Steubenville to Kidron, our destination. Steubenville is on the bottom right where the blue line ends, and Kidron is up in the top left where the other end of the blue line is. We arrived in Kidron later that day, and the next day we went to Orville, and they had little pots of hanging plants on the lampposts. While we were in Orville, we went to Vintrac, a company that my mom's dad's family helps start, and we got a tour of that, and that was pretty cool. We then went to a farm that one of our friends works at, and we got to feed some of the calves that were there. Later that week, my great aunt and uncle, the people we were staying with, took my family and I to a popular dairy ice cream place near them, and I had a vanilla sundae with peanut butter and pecans on it. It was really tasty. My family and I went to the Barn Restaurant, a restaurant around there, and we saw the largest puzzle in the United States with 32,256 pieces. We went to a museum about Mooney Warther, a man who eventually became a carver and carved lots of magnificent trains, and other works of art. We went and had dinner at a farm that our friends own, and we were having a tour of where they have all their cows, and they saw that one of their cows had died. We also had Brady and Justin. They got to milk some cows, and I took a few selfies with the cows. Justin got to sit in an Amish carriage. We had lunch with some of our friends from Arizona at the Der Dutchman, and afterwards, we played mini golf. A few days before we left Ohio, we ran in the Ohio Relief Sale 5K. I got around 30 minutes, I think, and Brady had a migraine that day, and he was sort of disappointed that he didn't get to run, but it was good. At the Ohio Relief Sale, I had my face painted with a friend of mine. I was a pig, and she was a monkey. From Kidron, we then drove to Lancaster, and that took us about 7 hours. Didn't get many pictures from our time in Pennsylvania, but we did play some games with some of our friends. Shortly after we got back from Pennsylvania, I had my 14th birthday. Brady, Justin, and I also got our first ride in a convertible. We also got to see our cousin play at her soccer game. She's the one right there, number 19. This was the last thing we saw as we entered the airport. Our first glimpse of Kosovo. A bit overcast, but we did make it safely to the ground. After a 90-minute drive back to our small town, we were taken out to dinner with our landlord and his family. So, I hope you guys did enjoy that collage of photos from my time in the eastern part of the US. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and comment below about what you would like to see of my life here in Kosovo. Thanks for watching. Bye.